Well, welcome to another video of the DKS Group. This is the weekly roundup. So you saw that I posted a little intro on social media. I was saying that I was out here in the country, middle of the forest, having a look, working with some clients under the DKS Sport. We're looking potentially at a mountain bike, cross-country mountain bike enduro, and also hopefully in the future potentially a motorcycle enduro venue. So that's something we're doing, and we'll come to that a little bit later. So let's start off with the horse transport. So we've been really busy. We've got a new trailer to try, as has been serviced, as we do with new equipment. You get it serviced, you get it maintained, and we've been really busy. We've been up and down the country taking horses out on horsey holidays, which is quite nice. Lovely venue the other side of here somewhere over in Thetford, that you can take your horse on holiday. So you can stay in a log cabin and your horse can be with you, and you can go out and hack out in the lovely grounds that they have, hundreds and hundreds of acres, thousands of acres, that is Thetford Forest. So we've thoroughly enjoyed that, and obviously we've got our competition venue over at Codden Park where we've got some shows and bits and pieces. So we've been really busy with the horse transport. So let's move on to the trucks, the big trucks. Now that's been incredibly busy, and you're going to go, Andrew, you just living your life. Yeah, we had a little hint of lockdown and everybody started to get on the buttons and ordering parcels and ordering stuff online. So the companies that I work for, the brand, the image, the customer engagement, the driver training, has just been like, wow, we've now got more trucks, more trailers, more stuff, we've got to go to work. The big hauliers, the TNT, FedEx, UPS, Interlink, Parcel Force have been doing more work than they ever have done. One of the distribution centres I got to visit the other night, 600-700 trailers they were unloading in a night. And there's various them dotted around the country. So you've got to consider that the haulage world is on the up, it's buoyant. The only thing that throws a spanner in the work to the haulage industry is the soon to be enforced London Vision, where all the trucks have got to comply not just with the low emissions, but have got to have a London Vision, new windows, new cameras in the bumpers, in the sides, in the doors, in the wing mirrors, in this, in that. God knows how many cameras and bits of kit and flashing lights that they've got to have for this London Vision. It's putting a lot of expense on hauliers, and a lot of them, to be honest, are moving out of London. They don't want to have their trucks based in London. They don't want to go into London. The Euro 5s, the Euro 6 engines come in at the end of the month, and it's going to be very, very expensive for hauliers to replace the fleet and then to go in. And I know one of the big parcel delivery companies is looking at moving certainly their distribution centres out of London, which is going to put an increased cost on yours and mine deliveries. But at the end of the day, it's buoyant. People are looking forward to, you know, basically the spring coming up and going, yeah, we've got more parcels to deliver, we've got more stuff to deliver. You know, we've got the crops have been good. You can even see here the forestry people have been out harvesting. So everything's kind of getting back to normal. So let's move over to the DKS coaching. We've been incredibly fortunate. I've listened in on a couple of coaching sessions, not just the mindset riffy for the sporting clients, but we've actually worked now. We've got a Reiki healer coming in, a little spiritualist coming in, which is absolutely amazing. Didn't realise that somebody running their hand over your body, the power, the feeling that that generates, the improvement of where you are to where you want to be. We're all about that, and that's been phenomenal for us, and I've learned a lot about that. But it's also been good on lots of other levels. Lots of people coming out of lockdown wanting to renew who they are, what they are, where they want to be, a pathway to success, steps to success, where they are to where they want to be. And everything is about learning about you and going, this is where I want to be, planning a journey, looking to improve that journey, health, wealth and well-being, 1% better each and every day. And we've, as I say, been incredibly fortunate. I've listened in on a couple of coaching sessions, and we've got a couple of young ladies that are now working with the coaching, but also with the BD, developing their own brand, getting their own confidence, going out and enjoying the sports that they do. One of them's a horse rider, one of them's a clay shooter. Creating who they are and getting back in, getting a focus, having a plan, working forward to a plan. We've had a couple of relationship clients, we've had a couple of business clients, mentoring a business, and obviously building a new business, which is really nice. Somebody's coming out of their apprenticeship and they're wanting to step up on their own, so helping them create their brand, their image, their marketing, their advertising, which kind of borders on the DKS BD. So let's do that. Let's step over to the business development, the brand, the image, the customer experience, the customer engagement. Now, you heard me say last time, and I say it repeatedly, that as a business owner, you create the environment. As a business leader, you work for your staff, the staff work for the customers, and the customers work for the business. But you need to have a strong brand, you need to have a good image, and you need to have a customer experience and a customer engagement that needs to be written down and planned. And as I said, we're working with a couple of clients. As I said, we're still working with our fish and chip shop, our spa, our garden centre, a couple in the motor trade. And it's all about increasing the brand, building the brand, improving the image, and delivering and cultivating a customer experience. And like I've said to you many times, you need good customer advocates, you need your staff trained. And we've been really lucky that these businesses that want DKS BD understand this ethos. We've also now got a connection with the BD for somebody that goes and does the delivery, in some respects. It's like when you want a proposal sent out, they create it, they build it, they've got girls in the office. So we've been really collaborating with quite a lot of businesses to help us grow, to help us develop, because that's what it is. It's about having the ears open, the eyes open, and the mouth shut, listening to other businesses, listening to best practices, and working towards a business development. So that leaves us with sport. I love the sport. You know that's a big passion of mine. Now, obviously, here out in the country, we're down this path, and obviously you can see trees have been cut, looking at a potential motorsport venue for the enduro, and also the mountain bikes for their enduro and their cross country. But we've had an amazing week. As I said, Sammy, our little feisty redhead, got a third, got a podium, got another podium, and obviously out with the minis, she is doing incredibly well. And on her shoulders is sitting the women in motorsport, and she is delivering that time and time again on the podium, promoting women in sport, women in motorsport. Every time she's gone out this season, she's on the podium, so well done to her. Carl Bickley, our young superstar speedway rider, went off and did the British final, and you remember me saying it, you know, for an 18, 19-year-old lad, not just to step up to the under-19s, the under-21s, but then to go at the British final, massive for him. So mentally he was strong. A wet and muddy night, not the result we wanted, but he did well, he got points, he got placed, and obviously a massive thing for him. Just missed off the podium, but we're going to turn a little negative into a positive. There was Grand Prix riders. There was an 8-year veteran Grand Prix rider. So at the end of the day, he's done phenomenally well. Bobby Thompson, the British touring car tame racing driver. Obviously, Sammy backs up the touring cars with her little mini, but you look at Bobby Thompson in the British touring cars, phenomenal driver, won a few trophies recently, best driver, fastest lap, and he is, you know, for his second year in British touring cars, doing phenomenally well. And then we get on to our little tame bike racer, Ryan Vickers, who's at Alton Park this weekend with the British Superbikes. I got the privilege of going out with a young man. We took him to a bit of a corporate networking. We introduced him to a new sports masseuse who's working alongside us, which is phenomenal, and introduced him to a new bookkeeper who's working alongside us. So there's a nice collaboration. Ryan is incredibly talented, and the more I watch this young man on a superbike, the more I'm impressed. There's a load of us local businesses that are getting behind him, supporting him, not just with the mindset, but with a little bit of sponsorship. So then we look at, obviously, you know, I'm here doing risk assessments and bits and pieces. The Equine world's going incredibly well with Codden Park. We're sponsoring that and getting involved with that. We've got a couple of clay shooting ladies that are going to be quite big, and obviously one of them's doing some modelling, doing some presentation, the new country clothing, the new brands that she's involved with, so that's obviously all looking good. And there's lots of other things that are a little bit simmering under the surface, but as a weekly roundup, when I look at it and I speak to the other directors and the other consultants and the other coaches, we've been incredibly lucky. Business collaborations, not just with the transport, with the coaching and with the business development, but also with the sport, bringing in different networking people, accountants, bookkeepers, masseuses, and introducing them not just to our clients, but to other clients as well. So this is why we enjoy getting out in the country, getting out and not just networking, but socialising. Because at the end of the day, and it was said It's not just the people you know, it's the people in your phone book. It's the people that you can pick up and connect to. And I've said it time and time again. Ears open, eyes open, listen and learn. Think outside the box. Think about new and important things that you can bring to your business, a second, a third, a fourth income. Look at the people around you, your network, your social network, and think about how you're going to improve. DKS as a group, like I say, absolutely amazing week. The more I look back at what we do, it's kind of like, wow. So the sport's going well, transport's going well, coaching's going well, business development's going well. Bringing people on board, networking, collaborating, absolutely amazing week. So I just look forward to another one. I'm up to rugby this weekend. I've been invited up on another corporate day to network, to talk, and obviously we're having a chat with a couple of manufacturers and a couple of sporting brands that want our DKS BD as well as the DKS Sport. They want to help us. And one thing that we're looking at with one brand this weekend, hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll be doing some stuff with their sponsorship. We'll be taking their sponsorship in-house and we'll be helping them develop their brand and their image through sports sponsorship. So we're quite privileged to be invited up to that. A little bit of competition from me on Sunday and some of the other guys from Top Gun, you know, they're normally here. So trying to put our mindset riffy into place. But other than that, it's been a beautiful day, as you can see. A little bit overcast, not too much breeze in the sky, but forestry have been doing their amazing thing. So I'm going to trundle off down here, carry on with our risk assessment, looking at the land to see whether it's going to suit the mountain bikes and the motorbikes. So have a great day, great weekend, and we'll catch up with you soon.